In this video, we're going to make the eye and the eye socket, and that's going to be this part of the instruction sheet. So we're going to get that, we're going to use a blend surface to make a nice smooth transition between that sphere that we're going to represent as the eye. So let's get started on that. We'll come back in here and we'll come into our side view. And what I want to do is put in, I'm going to work in my teeth line, so it's just a lines layer. And I'm going to put in a series of circles, and I have them already as I was running through this. I'll take them out. All right, so the first one I want to put in is kind of going big on this one. This is the one that I'm going to split my surface with. Then I'm going to start my blend. Then I'm going to do one that is going to be a little smaller, and I'm guessing that, I'm approximating that is the size of the sphere for the eye, and that is going to be, that last one is going to be the opening. So I have these three circles, concentric circles, and they're right over here, right in the middle on my construction plane, right? So I'm just going to stay working in this view, and I'm going to make a sphere that is the size of that one. And so come here, and I'm going to use these curves here, and I'm staying in wireframe because my curves are right in the middle, and I'm going to use that to split the surface so that I get an opening. And the process that showed in the handout is we're going to create a blend and get a smooth transition so it looks like we're getting an eye socket. So let's use the split. Let's split this surface with this biggest circle, and there's the sphere that we made sitting right out there. And what I want to do is, in my top view, I'm just going to move that out. And now I don't want it out like that because the shark is streamlined. I want to sort of keep it about in line with there. So that's about where I want that sphere to be. And now what I want to do is create something that I can use for blend surface. Now remember, blend surface looks for two surface edges. So I need to make a surface. I'm going to make an extrude a circle that I'm going to place. And that's just going to be so I can get that blend. It's obviously there's not a tube going through the middle of the shark. So let's start with, I'm going to change layers so I can get some contrasting color. So let's project this curve, right? So remember, I have that curve is way inside there onto the sphere, and I'm staying in my wireframe here. So we'll work in this view, and we'll project. We'll project this curve onto that sphere. Okay, so I have that there. Now at this point, I'm just gonna experiment a little bit. I have that, and I want to get it. So let's hide this, and I want to get this curve so it's kind of streamlined along that this sphere. So I'm gonna rotate this and get a center, and it's not going me. So I'm going to come here, and what I want to do is just move that. Yeah, we can get that. I'm going to rotate, and I'm going to, there we go. And I want to get it so that that circle is kind of following that streamline. So I got a circle here, and what I'm going to do with that is, right, so I've rotated that circle so it's somewhat parallel to that outer surface. It's by eye, right? We're sketching here, so we're trying to get an effect. So I'm going to take this, and now I want to do a blend surface, so I need to make a surface edge. So what I'm going to do is just extrude this curve. And I'm going to take that curve and just extrude it. And right, so now I'm looking in. I'm going to take a test. Let's see how this works. I'm going to do a blend surface. And I'm going to blend this one and that one. Enter, and it's kind of puffy. It's kind of bulging out. So I'm going to delete that, and I'm going to go back into my top view, and I'm going to move it. And I'm just moving it back. I'm not really getting too crazy about getting exactly lined up. Because what we're doing is we're sketching in an effect. Okay, so we got this curve here, and I'll do that blend again. See if it comes out better. And let's show that sphere. I'll take it. Looks pretty good. All right, so I have that. So it's giving the effect of a blend of a eye socket, and now we don't want that going around like that. So I'm going to join it. But before I do that, I'm going to mirror it, so I don't have to do that again on the other side. And then if things went well, if I was careful, and my mirror will work out, get a really nice point that's critical here, and let's give them a join. And I should have joined mirrored the eyeball while I was at it, but I didn't. All right, so that is the eye socket. Looks pretty good, I think, and it's giving us that effect. And experiment with putting decals on that, getting the eye. There's a decal. I'll include it in the class folder of an eye, like an actual shark eye. It works for the rendering. So that is pretty much it on the modeling. So I'm going to just pose my shark a little bit next video, and I'm going to post a video on rendering in Rhino 6. It's going to be different from class because we don't have the Flamingo plugin on the ones you guys are working from at home. So that video goes over some of the ways to get renderings in Rhino 6 using the native Rhino rendering